You're welcome to our math classroom. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the videos as well. Akwaba. Today we are going to do examples on prime factors. If you have not watched our lesson on prime factor, I urge you to watch that video before these examples we are going to look at. In that video, we say prime factors are factors which are prime. So we want to take examples of numbers and try to find the prime factors of those numbers. And I'll start with a simple example, which is 12. If you are given the number 12 and you want to find the prime factors of 12, we are saying the easiest way to go about it is to be dividing the numbers by prime numbers repeatedly, so you have the lowest. So you ask yourself, what number can divide 12? What prime number? 2 can divide. So let's go. So I have 2 times what number? 6. So you know 2 is a prime number, but 6 is not what? A prime number. So we ask ourselves, can we simplify 6 as well? Yes, we can do that. And we can simplify 6 to get what? 2 times what? 3. So what do you see? You realize that we have what? This. So you have 2 times 2 times what? 3. This is what is building upwards the 12. So that if I ask you to find the prime numbers or the prime factors of 12, then the prime factors of 12 is going to be what? 2 and what? 3. They are the prime factors of what? 12. But don't forget, we also make mention that we can have what? Prime what? Numbers. We can have a number with prime factors as what? The multiplication. When we're talking about composite numbers, that we can find the product of prime to give us what? A number. So you realize that this product of primes add up to what? The number what? 12. Let's look at 30. If you have 30, so if I have 30, you are asked to find what? The prime factors of what? 30. What are the prime factors of 30? What do I have? 2 can go into 30 how many times? 15. Is 15 a prime? No. So you can simplify. So you ask yourself, what number, prime number can divide 15? So you have what? 3 and what? 5. So I have been able to simplify it. So you realize that I have 2 times 3 times what? 5, which add up to 30. So that if I ask you to find the prime factors of 30, what are the prime factors of 30? You have what? 2, 3, and what? 5. 2, 3, and 5. Very good. Now let's look at the number 210. 210. 210. Okay. We want to find what? The prime factors of what? 210. Let's divide by a prime number, the simplest prime number. Because this is even, we can divide by 2. So 2 goes into this how many times? 105. 105. So you realize that if I multiply 2 times 105, I'll be getting 210. Then, so this is prime, but this is not prime. we can simplify this as well. So we ask ourselves, what's prime? If we pick the next prime, which is 3, can 3 divide this? Yes. And what will be the result? It will be 3 times what? 30 what? 5. So we have this prime and that prime as well. If we take 35, 35 is not prime, but we can simplify 35. The next prime number, which is what? 5. Let's divide and you have what? 3, you have 5, and what? 7. So you realize that, so this is my tree. If you know the factor tree, so I have 2 times 3 times 5 times what? 7. It's 210. So that if I want the prime factor of 210, it is what? It's going to be 2, 3, 5, and 7. So you realize that these factors, they are what? Prime factors of what? 210. 210. Now let's take another example. Let's try 72. 72. Why don't you try 72 and let's see what you get. 72. 72. Okay. Let's look at it. 72. What are we getting? Let's take the first prime, which is 2. Can 2 divide 72? Yes. So I have 2 times what? 30 what? 6. 2 times 36. Let's ask ourselves, 36. Which prime can go into 36? What would be the easiest? 3 can go into 36. 2 can also go into what? 36. So I have 3, then 12. Okay. So let's look at, or you could start with 2 as well. You take 12. What number can go into that? You have what? 2 and what? 6. If you take 6, 2 and what? 3. So you realize that you have these 2, and that. So I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. It's going to give me what? 72. 72. So you realize that if you go this way, then it is easier to find what your prime was factors. Easier to find what your prime was factors. So I urge you to work on more examples. So I'm going to give you this to try. And I wait to receive your results in the comment section. So why don't you try 98? So 1, 98, 2, 30. Why don't you try this basic example? Then let me add a third one, 6,160. Kindly give your results in the comment section. Bye.